Hello and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and or my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you a book, Night Hunters. Have you ever wished that you could stay awake all night? You'd wake up just as everyone else is getting ready to sleep, but with only the moon to light your way in the darkness. You are lucky. You would hear an owl or see a bat. These are nocturnal creatures. They sleep during the day and are active at night. They have one very good reason for choosing this topsy-turvy lifestyle: survival. Some nocturnal animals, such as geckos, sleep during the day to escape the heat of the sun. Others, such as mice, quietly creep at night to avoid being seen and eaten. But these little critters are not entirely safe. They share the darkness with creatures who are out and about precisely because they are. Meet the night hunters. Owls are expert night hunters. They are made for it from head to toe. Let's start with the head. Some owls have ear tufts, long feathers on top of their heads, but they have nothing to do with hearing. Scientists think owls use the tufts to communicate their mood to other owls. An owl's ears are actually slits on either side of its head. They are hidden under the lots of feathers. Some owls have one ear higher than the other, which helps them pinpoint exactly where tiny sounds are coming from. Their hearing is so good that owls can hunt in complete darkness. They can even hear a mouse when it's hiding underground. Now let's check out their huge eyes. They are specially designed to see in the dark. Unlike most birds who have an eye on either side of their heads, owls' eyes are on the front of their faces. This makes them much better at figuring out how far away something is or how fast it's moving. Owls can't swivel their eyes around like humans can. They have to move their whole head to look left or right. But that's not a problem for an owl. They have 14 bones in their necks. We only have 7, which means they can turn their heads almost all the way around. It's really hard to sneak up on an owl. But watch out. Owls can sneak up on you. Their wings have special feathers that make them almost silent as they fly. This makes it easy for them to hear their prey but hard for their prey to hear them. And because their feathers are colored to blend in with their surroundings, owls are also really hard to see. We've gone from head to wings. Now let's finish with toes. Owls have 4 creature-catching talons on each foot, which they use to crash then stab their dinner before swallowing it fur, bones, and all. And if that's not gross enough, after a few hours, owls vomit up poop-like pellets containing all the bony stuff and the other parts they can't digest. Scientists sometimes open owl pellets and put the bones back together like a jigsaw puzzle. This helps them figure out which animals live in the same area as the owls. Most bat species sleep during the day. They hang upside down together in high quiet spots such as the roofs of caves or in the hollows of trees. Why upside down? Well, Bats aren't great at launching themselves into flight, so instead of flying upwards, they drop down and fall into flight. Like other nocturnal creatures, most bats come to life at night. They have an amazing system for finding their way around in the dark. It's called echolocation, and this is how it works. As they fly, bats let out an extremely high-pitched sound so high that you or I can't hear it. The sound travels very quickly through the air, and when it hits an object, hopefully a tasty insect, it bounces straight back to the bat's super sensitive ears. This lets bat know how big and how far away the object is. And if the object is moving, the bats know exactly where it's going, making them extremely efficient moth catchers. In fact, bats are great as pest control. They can eat 2,000 juicy bugs in one night. Deep in the forest of Southeast Asia lives the strangest nocturnal creature of them all. It has huge bulging eyes and ears like a bat. Its fingers are long and skinny, and its toes have knobbly tips. Its back legs are believably long, and it has a stringy tail. It weighs the same as a small carton of yogurt and fits in the palm of a grown-up's hand. It's one of the world's smallest primates and has been around for 45 billion years. It's a tarsier. Like owls and bats, tarsiers are expert night hunters. They eat only meat. No greens for them unless it's a green grasshopper, of course. They spend their night sleeping from tree to tree searching for meals such as lizards, frogs, and bugs. Tarsiers stretch out their incredibly long legs to jump up to 30 times their own body weight. And they're good at spotting their prey. Their eyeballs are huge. In fact, each of a tarsier's eyeballs weigh more than its brain, and they are specially adapted to see in the dark. Because its eyes are so big, the tarsier can't move them around. Instead, it swivels its whole head like an owl. Scientists recently discovered that this tiny animal is the only primate that communicates solely by ultrasound, really high sound which we cannot hear. Scientists think tarsiers use ultrasound to tell each other where food is and alert others to danger. It also comes in handy when listening for prey. Why? A tarsier's prey also squeaks an ultrasound. So if you're a small and tasty creature, perhaps you shouldn't go out. There might be a night hunter about. I hope you enjoy listening to the book Night Hunters. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!